When you sweat, you just don't lose water, you lose electrolytes.
Important nutrients and minerals that your body needs, including magnesium.
Magnesium is the key to good health and disease prevention. Without it, you'll likely have low energy, poor stamina, and weak vitality.
Most people don't get enough magnesium,
And most magnesium supplements are poorly absorbed with little as 4% of the benefits.
but Magnesium 5X is not your average supplement.
It has some of the most bioavailable and highly absorbable forms of magnesium in the world. 5X will help your muscles function, your bones, tooth, tissue development, and heart function, and boost your energy.
Kelly and I are proud to be the official launch partners for SOULLIFE and Magnesium 5X here in America.
Use our code and get $20 off every bottle. Change your life for the better with SOULLIFE.
Change your life for the better with SOULLIFE and Magnesium 5X.
Shh. Let's not tell our smashers what we were just talking about.
Oh, okay.
Hey everybody, welcome to your Daily Smash for Tuesday, September 24th, 2024.
I'm Rick.
What? I'm Kelly. Kelly used to go, people know who we are. We don't have to say, I'm Rick, I'm Kelly, but it's kind of like a thing.
Yeah, about this new magazine. So Rick went to go to Newsmax, and I was catching up on, I have a million DMs. I try to go through them. It's overwhelming. So if you guys try to DM me, I will try to get to you.
Yeah.
It is so overwhelming.
You need to know, when you look at Kelly's phone and it says like how many messages are unread or how many calls are unread, it's usually like 300, 400, no joke, unread messages. And that's not including DMs. Those are text messages.
Oh, here they are right here. Show them.
So how many do you have? 100 and what?
Show them.
Oh, 854 unread messages.
No, 884, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I'm not rude.
It's crazy. Like, I'm like, oh, I got a text message. I got a text message. She has 884 unread text messages.
It's a lot.
It is. You're very popular. So we're in New York City. We were in the Hamptons over the weekend. We came into the city today because I'm working out of the offices of the studios here in Midtown Manhattan. We have a beautiful hotel. I'm not going to say the name of it. We're very happy with our suite. But the drive-in, how miserable was that?
First of all, we get this driver. We dropped our truck. We got a truck for a couple weeks. And we dropped the truck off at his sister's house in Muttontown.
Muttontown. Very good.
Mutton. What kind of name is it, Muttontown? And until people eat mutton.
Yeah.
And so then we had this driver.
We left the truck there so we don't have to pay $100 a day to park it in the city. We don't need it here.
So we got an Uber, and a nice car, and this guy was like this.
Even when you didn't have to hit the brakes, he was hitting the brakes. Like getting onto the highway.
Like this, the whole time. Like this. And then all of a sudden, I'd be like dozing off, and then he'd be go, "Arr!" And I'd be like, and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting so car sick. I'm like, getting so car sick. I'm like, you don't have to put your foot on the brake.
I asked him nicely a couple times to try and drive a little more smoothly. But you know, when people aren't good drivers, you can say all you want, you can ask all you want, they're still gonna suck.
How their brakes must go through brakes like crazy.
That guy does.
Constantly on your brake, like this.
But it didn't help that the General Assembly is in New York this week. I didn't even realize that we were going to be here during the General Assembly. Thank God it's over.
Took us
Wednesday,
2 hours
Thursday.
to get here from Muttontown.
2 hours. It should have been like 45, 50 minutes, maybe an hour. 2 hours. After we'd driven an hour from the Hamptons to my sister's house. So it was a 3-hour commute. I'm like, I can't. There's no way I could do that every day.
Your old place used to be near here, right?
Yeah, it was 32nd and 2nd. So it was like 18 blocks from here.
Oh, okay.
Pretty close. I could have walked here from
So
there.
I'm going to walk to Ramona's in a few hours.
She's on Upper East Side.
Is it okay if I wear heels to walk, or is it going to hurt me?
Well, it depends on how comfortable your shoes are. I mean, you could just get in a cab. Just be prepared, or Uber. It's going to take a while.
And it's kind of dangerous out there, it seems like to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like the New York it was when I used to come here when I was on the Housewives of Orange County.
And when you stayed with me for months.
Yeah.
I just talked to one of the anchors about.
Sorry, I was going to wear jeans, and so when I'm laying in bed, I don't want to wear jeans. I want to be cozy.
I was just talking to one of the anchors who lives with her husband down by South Street Seaport, and she's like, she asked me what you said. Like, do you miss it? I was like, no. I was like, it's a grind, and it's just like I don't come back and go, oh, I miss this. I'm like, wow, I'm so glad I'm not here. She goes, really? So you're full on California? I'm like, yeah. She goes, I go, I was here at the beginning of the pandemic, and it was getting bad. She goes, it hasn't gotten better.
Really?
She goes, it's even worse now. And I said, well, are you seeing a lot of migrants, like illegals? She goes, all over the place, down by South Street Seaport. She goes, they just sit there and drink beer all day, and they pee in the street, and it's like nasty.
Really?
Yeah.
That seaport's beautiful when we used to go.
I know. It was a gem down there.
Wow.
They built that beautiful pier and
gorgeous.
Like, redid it.
Beautiful restaurants.
She said she's been here over 20 years, and she's like, now I'm like, she doesn't like it anymore.
Well, that's what happens when you want to defund the police and you let crime go and you just can.
Well, she said that too.
A free for all. What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah, she said, when they don't punish, there's no incentive not to commit a crime if you know you're not going to get in trouble for it, right? The incentive is let's commit more crimes because nothing's going to happen to us.
I don't understand how these people want to vote in for this stuff. Like Gavin Newsom has completely utterly destroyed California and San Francisco. And then they elect these people that just want to ruin things. I just don't get it. I
saw something on, I was reading, I don't know, it was Instagram or wherever I saw it, but someone had called into CNBC and they were a Democrat. And they said, I'm just going to close my eyes and basically vote for Trump because I want to tighten the border, I want to fix the economy, and there's only one of them that can do that.
CNBC is completely
liberal.
I know, left of all lefts.
Right, but a Democrat called in and said basically they were going to vote for Trump because they knew, like, Harris is.
This is what I don't understand. Okay, I'm not getting political here, but I just want to watch Rick, and for whatever reason, I was watching Rob Schmidt thinking that I was going to watch Rick because they didn't have Newsmax here. They have Fox, they have a CNBC, they have CNN. They have all this stuff because they don't have Newsmax.
Well, they should because they put up Newsmax people in this hotel. They should have it.
Well, anyway, they don't. So I was watching Rob Schmidt, and they had all of the same rhetoric from all the different networks saying this is a threat to our democracy. This is a threat to our democracy. This is Donald Trump is a Mussolini / Hitler / and it goes and it has these different things, like different ways. Listen, I'm a moderate here.
They're talking points. They
They all have the same talking points.
Yeah.
And if you listen to, I listen to NPR, I listen to CNN. We listen to different things. But listening to the same rhetoric and the same thing all the time, it is like, do people not see right through this? And first of all, I want to know why, when they keep saying the same thing about this is a threat to our democracy, they say the same thing, just like they say that you're a racist and everything else. Why do they keep saying that he is like a Hitler or a Mussolini when our government, our Constitution, put that in place? Therefore, we don't have dictators. Right. Why can't people with normal, like me, let's say I'm semi-normal.
You're not normal.
No, okay, fine. Tell these people we cannot have a dictatorship.
It's not possible. It's not possible. Is the point? It's not possible. It's a scare tactic. They're trying to scare people. They're trying to scare people who don't know better. Oh, it's going to be a dictatorship. He's going to turn into a dictatorship. You can't trust him. Blah blah blah. They're just hitting. They're trying to scare people into not voting for Trump. That's all that is.
It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing on earth. Like, I mean, I think American people are smarter than that. I think American...
Some are.
Huh?
Some are.
Some aren't. I get it.
The reason I brought up the General Assembly, I don't know if you heard, like, you're going to hear the police, whoop, whoop, a lot of that. Because there are motorcades all over the city, because it's world leaders
Dictators.
Dictators.
Diplomats.
Presidents, diplomats, dignitaries. I think that was the word you were looking for.
Yeah,
Dignitary.
it was.
Biden's coming here today. So it's nuts. It's already crazy in the city. Well, it's even worse. This is the worst week for traffic. Thank God we're like a couple of blocks from the studio, and we don't really need to go anywhere. And Thursday it's going to be over. Mm-hmm. So you were saying how cold it was.
I'm shocked how cold it is. It's freezing here.
It's only a couple degrees cooler than California, but it feels like 15 degrees cooler.
Doesn't it?
I think so, yeah.
It's like 70 degrees here, and it feels like it's 55 degrees.
You don't have the sun. It's not sunny here today. And I don't know, you got wind going through the buildings. It's just, it definitely feels colder.
Yeah. So I made plans Thursday with Emma and Jesse Waters for dinner. Mm-hmm. We're going to have drinks with Ramona tonight while you're working.
Yeah. I'm going to meet you after. You guys are going to be out, right?
Yeah. My poor cousin had her retina reattached, so she has to lay upside down for 5 days. Oof. Upside down in a massage thing. Could you imagine?
That is
for
terrible.
5 days laying upside down, like on your belly?
Sounds awful.
I mean, could you imagine?
No, I mean, just having that kind of eye surgery is so scary.
Isn't it?
Yeah, because your eyes.
But having to lay down for 5 days upside down?
Well, I laid for 3 days in a dark hotel room when I burned my eyes covering the death of Pope John Paul II. The lights burned my eyes. I had to sit in a dark hotel room, couldn't read, couldn't look at a phone, couldn't look at a TV for 3 days. A couple people on Instagram said something about, oh, you're taking away their inheritance, or why didn't you keep that house? That's their inheritance, and they should have all the furniture. I'm like, first of all, they didn't want the furniture. Second of all,
you asked them if they wanted the furniture.
I'm still alive, okay? I'm not dead yet. So I'm not taking any inheritance away from them. I'm taking the equity in that home and buying another home. So if I should die at some point, which I probably will, that money still exists. If they earn an inheritance, they'll get it.
I think that those are one of your daughters or your daughter's friends put them up to saying that. Because who would say that?
Well,
who would say that other than one of your
somebody
daughters?
who like to go hang out at the beach house, and I'm selling it, and they're like, well, what about? Listen, I'm not keeping a house just so 30 years from now or 25 years from now they can inherit it, because what the hell? I don't need that house anymore. I need the money in that house to buy a house that I need, that we need. I want to move that money to the West Coast. There's nothing wrong with that.
I just want to know. I want to know who said that. Because I don't think anybody out there, any of our smashers, would say, "Oh, you're taking their inheritance away."
Right. I see what your point is.
What is that?
Yeah. No, I get your point.
Huh?
It could very well be that. So let me just reassure you that the inheritance is still there, and the inheritance is my net worth is going to grow, not shrink. So whatever, it's a dumb argument. Oh,
and by the way, inheritance. It's not like we're the Gettys over here, okay?
No, but we might be in time. Give us time.
I know, but I'm just saying, it's not like we're inheritance, like we're the Guggenheims. Give me a break.
But also, listen, I've had that house for almost 30 years, rented it for 10 years, and then bought it. And I get, like, there's memories associated with it. I have memories associated with it. Everybody who's been there probably does. But whatever, like, you can't keep stuff forever.
I had
Can I have some of that water?
I had memories of my grandma's cattle ranch.
Doesn't mean you get the house.
Doesn't mean I get the cattle ranch. It doesn't mean I got the cattle ranch. My grandma had over 50,000 acres cattle ranch, Texaco oil. My other grandma had condos in San Diego. Doesn't mean I get the San Diego.
Why come you don't have a condo in San Diego?
Because it's not long. You
don't have to answer that question.
But I'm just saying, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How people are, especially these kids today, are so entitled that they believe that everything, as hard as you worked, belongs to them. I'm sorry, kid. It belongs to us, the people that are working here.
Right. Well, that's true. That's true
Make
for
your
everyone.
own house. Make your own memories. Go work.
I did.
Double.
I didn't know it. My parents didn't give me anything, and I don't expect anything from them. So, but I do want to say I had a nice, very quick visit to Newsmax. Cool to walk in there and see my boss and people I used to work with at Fox.
And everybody wanted questions about the
And
Housewives, and Rick goes, Kelly isn't watching.
But everyone's like, where's Kelly? I have questions for Kelly. I was like, I promise, I'll bring her in tomorrow. You have to come with me tomorrow.
Questions for what? I don't know anything that's going on.
They just want to talk to you. They're big fans of yours, and they want to hear what you have to say about Alexis and Shannon. And even if you haven't been watching the show, they probably are curious about your thoughts.
Well, I already know. I know Alexis and I know Shannon, so they probably want to know my thoughts on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you have to go meet Ramona, and I have to go back to work. So why don't we do in the news now?
Oh, in the news.
Does this 1941 photo include an iPad? Some shocked viewers think so. Time for the Twilight Zone theme.
Oh, I love the Twilight Zone.
A child in a 1941 photo appears to be holding an iPad.
Where?
The picture, taken by Farm Security Administration photographer Edwin Roskam, captured a group of people of color patiently waiting in line to enter a movie theater on the south side of Chicago.
Wait, let's take a look at this picture right now. Okay?
Okay.
Look how darling and cute these people are dressed.
Everyone is so dressed up.
Look at those kids with the
hats
hats, and look at
on.
their shoes and
Nice
their
coats.
Yeah, I mean, how come no one?
That's how people used to dress. That's how kids used to dress. Kids would dress up.
Isn't that adorable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody dresses up anymore.
No.
It was the same thing in Vegas. You'd go to Vegas back in the day. Everyone wore suits. The men wore suits. The ladies wore dresses. Now you go there.
How about going to the airport? Going to
yeah,
the airline?
when people traveled, they dressed up.
Yeah.
Well, here is the close-up of this kid, and people are like, he's carrying an iPad in 1941.
That's not an iPad. That's a trapper keeper.
What is it?
It's like a trapper keeper.
What is that?
It's where you put your it's like a trapper keeper where you put it's like
Never
a folder.
heard of a trapper keeper. A folder?
You never had a trapper keeper when you were a kid?
I never heard that phrase in my life.
To go to school.
Keeper. Nope.
It's like a little folder, and then you have your little things in there, and you slip all your.
I would call that a notebook.
Can you believe this guy's never heard of a trapper keeper?
I never heard of trapper keeper.
Then what did you used to carry when you were in school?
Others suggested the boy was carrying more like a book.
A Bible.
A Bible, notebook, or leather-bound diary.
Yeah.
It looks like an Apple icon on the front there, but that could be anything, right?
I don't think.
Of course, that's
in the news. That's what you picked for.
Yes, I thought it was cute. And see, I learned something new. I didn't know what a trapper keeper was, and now I do.
I cannot believe that was in the news.
And look, someone wrote, they all are dressed so nicely. To wear your Sunday best to see the movies, it must have been a fantastic treat. Part of me wishes we would all dress up like that for the little things.
That's what I just said.
And then I debate if I'm even going to shower today.
I look like I'm homeless a lot of the time.
You do. Actually, it's true, especially when we fly. Here we are talking about dressing up to go on airplanes. I'm wearing the rattiest sweatpants, backwards baseball cap. You're wearing like pajamas. We're the worst.
No, I'm wearing my Aviator Nation lightning bolt.
Yes.
Cozies.
But yeah, cozies. Kelly always wears cozies.
I wear cozies.
And I wear my version of cozies, which is usually my black sweatpants.
If I'm on a plane longer than 5 hours, I'm going to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm sorry to tell you.
Nope. I think we should dress up like everyone used to from now on. Wear our Sunday best.
Or our Sunday best.
My Sunday best is shorts and a t-shirt. It's funny, I walk around
Mine
New
is
York.
wearing a Skims with my PJ Salvage shorts, but I'm going to put jeans on right now.
It's funny how different, because you always ask me, like, how different is your life now? I walk around Newport Beach in shorts and a t-shirt.
And flip-flops.
Constantly, and flip-flops or sneakers. That's pretty much my outfit, my uniform. I get here, I'm like, no one's wearing that here. Everyone's in suits. Everyone looks miserable. You know, everyone's, wearing heavy coats or whatever. Like, they're just...
It's cold here.
But it's not relaxed and chill and fun and sunshine and beach and sand and all that. It's just like... and dirt and, congestion. And
Yeah.
a total different world.
Do you like it there better than here?
What do you think?
Yes. I mean, do you feel like calmer?
I do. I feel calmer. I'm so relaxed.
You're so relaxed.
So relaxed.
And you like
And
it.
I think I added 10 years to my life. Sorry, I'm going to be around a little bit longer.
I want you to be able to. I want you to do. Orel, me whole life. I love you so much. You know me. I miss
do.
him when he's like over there. I'm trying to read my DMs, trying to get ideas for my house that I'm going to knock down.
Yeah.
And I found some things.
Good.
And I'm pretty excited.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
More on that later. We got to run. Thank you for watching The Smash. Please subscribe here on YouTube if you haven't yet. And subscribe to The Rick and Kelly Show on patreon.com. It's longer, uncensored, and commercial free.
Bye, guys. Have a smash-tastic day. Selenda has made this body better. Getting better with age, and it's because of this bad boy right here. The spoke in the wheel.
Minerals play an essential role in your body's functions. If you don't get enough, you can suffer a long list of health problems. But get the minerals you need and you can absolutely thrive. We used to get our minerals from the food we eat every day, but over-farming has stripped the nutrients from the soil. Crops grown decades ago were far richer in vitamins and minerals than what we have today. You'd have to eat 4 servings of broccoli to get the calcium 1 serving provided in the 1950s. And meat has just half the iron. Here's your solution. SOULLIFE mineral supplements, including Re-Kick, Reform, and Selenda. They're specially formulated to ensure your body actually absorbs the minerals and nutrients inside. SOULLIFE has been healing Canadians for years. Now we're proud to be exclusive partners here in America. Click on our link to get your Rick and Kelly discount on these amazing supplements that can change your life for the better.
SOULLIFE, the minerals you need.